Hello and welcome to the weekend review for week 5. Okay, we are now in our second module of the second unit, the legal and ethical unit. So excuse me, I am suffering from a little bit of a cold here, so hopefully I won't lose my voice. But it might mean that your weekend review will be a little quicker this week. As far as this week goes, pretty much the standard fare. We have our quiz. We're continuing on with our learning activity, which is that image gently. And I think that's very exciting. I've been talking to some of you who are actually implementing some of these image gently concepts and instruction in your facilities. So I think that's very exciting to see that happen. And then also, sorry about that, bumped the microphone. Again, your unit paper will be due at the end of next week. Tim asked me a very good question in the virtual office, I should say, about references. So remember, we've brought the page count down to 2. I'm also only fair that I bring the references down to 2 as well. So you're only required to have 2 pages and 2 references for this unit paper. The third one, we will go back to our 3 pages and 4 references. But for this one, there's just probably not that much, and make it a little bit lighter for you on this one. So also, today is the first day of registration. I think we're going off pretty good. We had one hiccup with Religion 101. You see there's a news bulletin in the course news. Please make sure you read all the course newses. And if you scroll all the way down, you can even read older newses that may have missed. Because I think we can only hold about 6 news items on the front page before they start coming off the front page. But you can always review all your old ones by clicking the link at the very bottom to review all the course news. So make sure you do check that out, because I have been putting quite a few in there the past few days as far as updates, registrations, classes, graduation, etc. So please look at that. But with Religion 101, you'll notice that there's an update. We do have seats reserved for medical imaging students. We just have to register you manually, so please look at those instructions. Also, I saw some great conversations happening in the virtual office, which is good. Virtual office, though, is typically reserved for questions to me about course content, questions that could be also answered by fellow students as well. You can post a question. If a student knows, another fellow student knows the answer, you can answer that. But also there was some great dialogue going on about liability insurance. And so I thought, let's bring Tech Talk, something I've been thinking about doing. And we've had some really good initial dialogue in Tech Talk, which is a forum for you to discuss professional topics. One of them, Jessica, had a job information, so we broadcast that out throughout the entire program. So hopefully someone looking for some contingent stuff in a region of Ohio, maybe they can find something there. But we've got students from all over the country. So please, if you have any information about especially job opportunities, you can let me know. I'll broadcast it out to the entire group of students. But Tech Talk is really a way for you to communicate with your peers about various topics. And you can talk about academic topics as well, even though it's more professional oriented. I would say just the catchphrase I used at the end is use for good, not for evil. It's more of like, let's say if you're on the academic end and asking a question, it may be, hey, I'm really struggling with time management. Does anybody have any suggestions? Things like that. Maybe suggestions for success. So please try to keep it to that kind of conversations. I gave some kind of crazy examples of what not to discuss, but I think that you can understand that it's a forum for you. I'll go in and monitor it occasionally, making sure that the forum is on track and not going off in any different directions. If for any reason a discussion thread is heading off into a direction not really sanctioned by the college, I will have to delete that. So, but again, I think we're all doing very, very well, and I'm very excited to see that there's some activity in that. So what I would like for all of you to do is please visit the Tech Talk, which is in the course news. It's also in your discussion link. and check it out. Questions from your peers. When you look at the experience within this, even within this one class, adding it up, there's probably over 100 years of experience, well over 100 years of total experience in this class alone. So I think it's a great way for us to use, use the resources, kind of crowdsourcing, ideas. So please check out Tech Talk. If it works in this course, we may roll this out in all of your courses, and we are working on some sort of forum that could be done in a much broader area, but please stay tuned for that. And then mid-course conferences went very, very well. I think we have about 5 to 7 of you who haven't quite got in with me yet. No worries, I will not deduct any points. I will open up some more time this week, so please give me a call, and we'll do that conversation real quick just to touch base with you, make sure everything is okay, you don't have any questions. Last week was great because we had a lot of questions about registration and scheduling and the course itself and, the drug unit. I got your feedback on that, so I am going to be doing some changes with the drug unit, probably stretching that out to 4 weeks, so I appreciate your feedback on that. With that pretty much concludes this week in review. Again, please check all the items in the course news. A lot going on this week with registration and various other college activities. Hope everybody had a great tech week last week. Everybody was safe. I know there's usually a little bit of imbibing of alcohol during that time period, which is okay as long as you do it safely. So again, I hope everybody had a great tech week. And as always, thank you for watching.